as a liquid tea,
Yeah.
I mean, how much digestion is really required? Not much. It's pretty much that chemistry becomes bioavailable probably within 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And it seems to me that, you know, we're getting so many enzymes with our live food.
Yeah.
That this kind of thing, it's adding so much phytochemistry into our body
Yes.
that you just feel an uplift. That's what I've always felt from this stuff, just a complete uplift in every direction. Now, let's say we make a tea out of this.
Yeah.
How often would we drink that? Would we just drink that all day? What would we do with that?
Well, as I was stating the criteria that defines a tonic herb earlier, another of those criteria is a tonic herb can be consumed on a daily basis indefinitely with no contraindication.
Okay, that's a very important point, because the idea of a tonic herb versus, say, a medicinal herb is a medicinal herb like echinacea. Maybe you do that 3 weeks and you're off it. But at the most. And then with this kind of a thing, you're talking about, oh, you can just do this every day, because this is really food.
Yes,
I mean,
it is.
These
In fact,
are food
the Chinese
substances.
consider the tonic herbal that class to be a superfood class.
Okay, yep. That's very interesting, this whole thing of the super herbs and the superfoods, and now we're making a distinction. Obviously, in ancient times, there wasn't a distinction there.
Yeah, they just did what felt right, I guess.
Yeah.
And we're getting back to that now too. I love that the people in the raw food community do their homework. You know, that's what we're finding out. Don't limit your diet to a few things. That's a problem I kind of find sometimes in the vegan community.
Yeah, very big problem.
I'll just eat rice crackers all day. But the vibrance of the raw food community, I see, is because of the interest in biodiversity and understanding plant chemistry. And okay, I want enzymes from this, but that's not the criteria there.
Yeah.
So okay, with this, what we're going to do is we'll take this whole thing and put it in about a gallon of water, or maybe a little more. This is a pretty big formula here, so maybe we'll put like 2 gallons. And I love sun cooking it. For those of you who are really averse to the idea of boiling something, sun cooking is fun. You can get a metal salad bowl from Walmart. I know.
Okay.
Let's say where you get it from.
So, your 99-cent store. So one of those big metal salad bowls, and then what do you do with that?
You just kind of lean it against your wall in a place that's not too much wind, and set this jar in it. Let the sun sort of just get in there. And
so say we get like a 2-gallon glass container, and then we direct that. We use that to focus the sun energy into that container, and we fill that up with our herbs and water. Okay.
Or actually, easier in one of those 1-gallon glass containers, like you'd get kimchi in or something, or pickles, you know.
Yeah.
And use one of those and make it as a concentrate, and then you can dilute it to taste later. But just set that kind of, angle the bowl toward the sun, and then set that in there like that, standing in there, and just let all that light shine into it. That's a great way to go. And then what I love to just, after a few hours in there, you just drink some and put new water in, and just keep doing that and sun cooking it and drinking, refilling until there's just no color left. And
yeah.
That's my favorite way to do it. It could last a week that way.
That's amazing. So you can get quite a bit out of this. I mean, this can just keep going and going and going and refill and refill and refill.
But say we've got those folks out there who don't have access to, living along the coast, say it's foggy, wintertime, they want a tonic tea.
Okay.
Then you would take this and place it into a pot. Clay is ideal, glass. Stainless steel, if that's all you have available, is not too bad. But it would be the least desirable of the 3 acceptable ones. You place that in there with a few gallons of water, and what I like to do, again, to conserving energy and all, is to bring it to a boil. And the Chinese actually say it's nice to let them kind of bathe in the room temperature water for about 20 minutes, half hour, just kind of let them set. Then turn on the heat. Bring it to a boil. And monitor it closely, because you don't want it to boil over. But as soon as you start to see the boil happen, reduce the heat to a very low simmer and cover it. And I like to suggest cooking it that way about an hour. And then after that's cooked, presumably doing this at night is good. And after the hour, turn off the heat and then just cover the pot with a bunch of thick towels and stuff and go to sleep. And in the morning when you get up, the tea is still hot. And it is so beautifully decocted. It's long, slow decoction overnight.
That's something I've never heard before. So let's say you've got your stove on, okay, and now it's finally, everything's been heated up, and that's all like that. You're about to go to bed. Then you turn it off, right? So it's completely off. Then you wrap towels around your pot,
or
right?
Kind of a comforter or something.
Okay, and then that just holds the heat in, and then that just drives more of those nutrients out. Is that kind of the idea there?
Nice, slow, long decoction, not using any real, energies, allowing it to decoct overnight slowly like that.
Okay.
And man, in the morning you've got this tea that's almost like syrup. It's so beautiful.
Wow. Let me ask you a question about age, because I've heard that as with age and time, say you're 40 or 50 or 60, the tonic herbs become more important. Let's say you have a child who's 5 who's very ill. How would you approach that with the tonic herbs? Is that a time to bring in the tonic herbs?
Sure.
Okay, any age?
Yeah. Any age. The tonic herbs, another criteria. They have to be completely safe for long-term use by anyone. I think kids benefit from them a lot. Reishi is a wonderful herb for helping a kid regulate out the immune system and build up adaptability. These herbs have adaptogenic properties. Children in today's world, we really need to help them support their ability to adapt to the onslaught of toxicity, the prevalence of stress.
Yeah.
These herbs are wonderful. If it's a very young baby, the mother, can attain it through enhancing the mother's milk.
Okay.
It's wonderful.
Well, just about mother's milk, what out of these herbs is good for helping to produce more mother's milk?
Well, iron. There's a lot of iron in mother's milk.
Okay.
So women want their iron sources from, so for instance, say a lactating woman were taking this and eating spinach and drinking spinach juice and beet green juice and all that and attaining more iron, this is going to help render that iron into the state whereby it can be attained by the baby.
It's more useful. Okay, that's really interesting. That's really good information.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, this has been really good talk with you, Rehmannia. We're going to be featuring Rehmannia on more interviews here on The Best Day Ever and bringing him to the fore because he has had such an incredible amount of experience in Taoist tonic herbalism. And I feel that where you're at with this knowledge is a place where we all want to be. I mean, all the people here on The Best Day Ever and all the group that's following the work that we've been doing, they really want to ramp it up to where we're going, right? And you have had that experience of being into Taoist Chinese tonic herbs and then linking that with raw food nutrition. Isn't that amazing?
It's amazing.
And then what happened for you? And then we've come about it, a lot of us, the other direction. And so, we have a lot to teach each other. It's really beautiful.
It really is. And the timing is very interesting because it's the oldest system. And it's so simply, there's so much wisdom in it. And it's so old, yet we're going through a consciousness shift where it's kind of like we're really ready for this. It's coming to us because we're going through this shift into a heart consciousness, and it's like there was this little gift that was just waiting, I guess, maybe for us to be ready.
Let's talk a little bit about how people can reach you. You're at the Shaman Shack in Los Angeles?
Yeah.
Where is that exactly?
I have a little herb parlor in Koreatown in Los Angeles.
Okay, what's the address there?
3522 White House Place.
Okay.
I live at the Los Angeles Eco Village. It's a little eco village there. I'm one of the elders at Eco Village, actually. I don't live now in the actual eco village. I live a few doors down, but I'm there as part of that.
Okay.
So if I welcome anyone to come over and visit my parlor and talk and even take a little tour of Eco Village.
Is there a website where people can reach you or the Eco Village?
Shamanshack.info.
Okay, shamanshack.info. Thank you, Rehmannia.
Thank you.
Have the best day ever.
You too.
Right on.